My name is Joel Rivera, and I am a communication major at Arizona State University. Today, I would like to share with you research that I have done on the topic of selfies, which most of you know is prominent in our generation. With selfies being second nature, I didn't really question the act of taking selfies. I questioned why we take selfies. So this brings me to my question. What are the psychological aspects behind taking a selfie? That is, why do we take selfies? The urge to look at oneself has been around since mankind opened their eyes. In the article, Competing for Attention in a Sea of Selfies, Dan Carr gives a great example. You can imagine a Neanderthal fussing with his hair and his image reflected in a pool of water. It sounds funny, but it's not far from reality. The urges we feel are completely natural and are a cause of curiosity. Putting a device in our face that shows us exactly what we look like prompts that, right? Or is this device prompting our curiosity to transform into narcissism? In psychology, narcissism is extreme selfishness with a grandiose view of one's own talents and a craving for admiration, as characterizing a personality type. Do we take selfies to fulfill our narcissistic needs? Are we really so enamored of what we look like? Or are we more enamored by what we can get out of selfies? In the article, The Selfish Selfie by Chuck Klosterman, he uses the former mayor of Toronto to ask his question. Is it unethical to have your photograph taken with someone you fundamentally disapprove of for your own less than noble reasons? An example Klosterman gave was Rob Ford taking selfies with anyone who asks for them, even if they don't agree with his politics. Do people pose with him because of his notoriety, or for personal gain? Maybe. In these two articles, part of my question is answered through their research. We take selfies to fulfill our curiosity, and we take them for personal gain. However, that doesn't satisfy my entire question, and it doesn't satisfy my curiosity. Selfies are usually uploaded to social media platforms. Could knowing what others see us as influence why we take selfies? Do selfies serve as some kind of proof as to justify that we are beautiful or that we are attractive? In the article, What People Learn About You from Your Selfies, Tessa Berenson quotes the Department of Psychology at the University of York's study that accurately predicts what judgments would be based on facial measurements, such as eye height and eyebrow width. Such measurements can be changed, and the variables such as lighting, camera angle, and position are adjustable, but a selfie is a quick look and first judgment of one's appearance. So, are we taking selfies to be judged? Sort of. When we snap a selfie and we upload it, we are comfortable with that photo representing us online until someone points out our flaws. We search for acceptance, we search for attention. The why we take selfies is expansive. James Franco gives an example in his article, The Meaning of the Selfie. We take selfies and upload them for attention. Just like the movie business, we do what the audience is interested in. The selfie quickly expresses meaning and shows how we are feeling. I love James Franco! In Nina Haverkam's Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, examining gender differences in self-presentation on social networking sites, it is referred back to the idea of what the sexes perceive is important in their face-to-face presentation, except this time it's in the light of online presence. What does this all mean? So far, these articles have dabbed at an answer, and have given pieces of what I constitute as a researched and polished question, but still I want more. I found an article written by Dan Ariely, and this article is titled, The Case for Taking Selfies. This is a conversation-like piece where a reader asked Ariely a question about the selfie fad and how to understand it. Ariely's response is as follows. The selfies phenomenon is complex, but here are some highlights. Its starting point is those moments we want to capture for our own memories or to share with others. Now, If we were to stop what we were doing and ask a stranger to take our picture, we would be stepping out of the moment emotionally. We'd have to stand still while smiling artificially, wait for the picture to be snapped, then try to get back to whatever we're doing and feeling. Selfies solve this problem because we don't step out of the moment. A selfie can even enhance the moment by getting us to stand closer to one another and look at ourselves together on screen, a sort of celebration of the shared experience. My question once again was, what are the psychological aspects behind taking a selfie? That is, why do we take selfies? The answer to this question is a multi-layered one. We take selfies to capture ourselves in a moment, to celebrate a memory in a time span of a few seconds. We take them for attention. We snap selfies to justify who we see ourselves as. Psychology says that our urge to know what we look like would theoretically prompt us to be inclined to capture selfies, to remember a moment as well as an emotion. Cyberpsychology says we snap selfies to upload them to social media, to serve as evidence of our beauty and to serve as a first impression. In conclusion, we take selfies for attention and personal satisfaction. Next time you see someone taking a selfie, keep in mind that the image they see on screen is fulfilling a desire, and if you happen to see that selfie on social media, that is who they see themselves as, and that's a moment so special they had to capture it and share it with you.